Probably done it wrong.
Welcome back to Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigations.
Ryan died, and also Rob's trying to creepily whisper into my ear, "Get him away from me."
You can't deny me, Edgeworth.
Jesus, you scared me.
Don't know about you guys, but I'm turned on.
Honestly, don't ever do that again.
Me and George name a better pairing. Alright.
Besides Evans, let's just go.
Yeah. And we get the better fucking music as well.
Ryan said Rob killed him. Nobody else is here except for Effie.
Make no mistake. There are fingerprints on that murderer's gun.
I mean, no shit, Sherlock.
But it was a gun.
But it was a gun?
Yeah, very important.
Okay.
And they proved that it was Lolly who killed Oliver. But Oliver
killed Oliver?
Yeah, the Lollies killed Oliver. I knew I couldn't trust them. But Oliver was also after Lolly's life.
I mean, then he's probably going to go to jail anyways.
Yeah, so Mr. Edgeworth, even you must see that Lolly was only acting in self-defense.
Oh, guys, so that's why he's a convicted felon. This sucks. Terrible. The fingerprints on the weapon, huh?
Oh no, this isn't helpful at all.
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, all I want to do is save Lolly.
Bollocks.
And earn some of Daddy's money. But in the end, all I can do is watch as she takes the punishment for her crimes.
That may be all you can do, however, I still have a case to solve and a job to do. And none of it deals with your bitching. The job of unraveling your insidious lie.
You wound me. Why won't you believe me, even in the face of all this evidence?
Because it's all full of shit.
Rebuttal.
The contradiction thing is called rebuttal.
Bask in this theme for a moment. I love this.
You've done this several times.
It's okay, Lawrence.
We've done this several times now, Rob. Come on, let's move.
Rob. Right. So, first of all, let's examine the gum.
If they really want to hear it, they can go to the.
This is the missing model gun.
There's somebody fingers on the thing.
Damn it, we can jam in our own time. It's time to solve it.
There we go, here's a revolver. Used to kill Deacon, was originally stolen from God-led victim during escape.
Okay, and did they say it had fingerprints on it? Like,
it doesn't mention the fingerprints.
We could quite compress them.
Yeah, let's press.
Those fingerprints, are you sure they belong to Miss Pops? Pops?
Effie!
Excuse me.
There's no mistake about it.
There we go.
27. Oh, my concerns, I had the best forensics techniques money can buy before.
Through your concerns.
I find that a bit I find that to be a bit peculiar.
What? Are you trying to pick an argument with me?
He has lots of money. He could probably win several lawsuits.
Yes, I'd raise an objection, you twat. Frankly, I don't believe that Miss Port's print should be on that gun to begin with.
Miss Pop's print.
And the reason why Miss Port's print should not be on the gun is...
What the fuck?
Because he was wearing a costume.
Oh, right, yeah. But...
I don't know what we...
It would be the victim's costume?
Not really. I guess present the pictures of the badges, or like the thing that says like the stolen costumes.
Oh yeah, stolen costumes, here we go.
Yeah, exactly. It's simply not possible for Miss Port to have any prints on the murder weapon.
Miss Prince. To leave any pops on the murder weapon.
Shut up. Because while she was at the stadium, Miss Ports was wearing a costume.
Huh.
A mistake. Found the figure.
Well, Miss Ports, do you have touching the gun at all at any time? Stop crying!
yes, as a matter of fact, I did hold it for a bit back in the hideout. I handed it off to Mr. Deacon when he and Lance left for the haunted house.
To retrieve the ransom money, I suppose. And there you have it. That is when Mrs. Pork's prints found their way onto the gun. Mr. Marlowe?
Help me.
Your tiger, if you please. Do you understand now, Mr. Romano? The fingerprints do nothing but prove that Miss Porks is the murderer.
But you still don't have anything to prove that she isn't the killer, right?
That's proving a negative, but fair enough.
You seem very adamant about your insisting your girlfriend is a cold-blooded killer.
Oh, Lance.
What? No way. I'm incredibly worried about her.
Oh, yes, so worried.
But that doesn't change the fact that you don't have any evidence, right? Right?
That's where you're wrong. I have the evidence.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo.
What? How?
I don't know. How are you able to uncuff your hand and then reapply those hands to those cuts in the opposite hands? It's kind of impressive. The story that Miss Porks killed the victim at the stadium. Sorry, that was a tongue twister. The whole affair is simply not true, because that was not the real crime scene, but a setup. This proves that the real murder was not committed at the stadium at all.
Richard's face just looks like he gets off on this.
What's the story?
Miles Edgeworth is
Like,
saying that
he's just like, I'm about to prove this son of a bitch wrong so bad.
He does have a point. Miles Edgeworth does have a very I know exactly why I have this boner look.
Let me ask you a question. If you're able to prove someone completely wrong in a situation, would you not get a hard on?
I mean, we know you. That's a pretty common occurrence.
Yeah.
No, I meant like people in general. Like, if you can prove someone wrong, it's just like the best feeling ever. Time.
I can't believe Lawrence managed to dodge that insult. I'm so proud of him.
I didn't hear your insult, to be fair, but you know.
It's fine. I'll let you take that double, that dub. There we go.
Hey, present the damn fragments. No, okay, apparently that's not it. Mr. Prosecutor, I have to say you're a piece of shit!
Mr. Prosecutor, I'd have to rate that piece of logic a 0 out of 10.
Oh my god, he even sounds like Ryan, holy shit.
0? It's at least a 6.8 out of 10, like Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
7.8 out of 10, you piss.
You shut up, I don't remember.
Okay, alright, ignoring this shit.
Either way, there was too much water.
Scenario where the victim was up on the stage and
We're not trying to prove where the crime scene was, but we're trying to prove that it can't be the crime scene.
Okay.
So there has to be a reason as to why it can't be, so...
Batmobile? No.
No. I'm trying to...
Fragments?
Not the... Not that one, no. Let's look for evidence again real quick. Not the love letter, obviously. Not the badge, obviously, Robinson. Not the badge.
Not the pamphlet. Not the photo rally.
That. Not the badge photo rally. Badge's head. Definitely not the badge's head. Definitely not the badge of Bible.
Not
Definitely not the stolen
costumes either.
costume. What's Mr. Deacon's murder notes? Because the body was moved.
The body was moved, shot from abdomen through shoulder, touch the check button for details.
Oh yeah, wasn't it that it couldn't have been done at the place because they couldn't have brought the body back from there, or something?
No, it's the Badgermobile. There was no mud. But it doesn't change the fact that the body was moved.
Well, I think they could. I think we were trying to say that this was not the crime scene or something because they would have been evidence that the body came back or something. I don't know.
There's Deacon's bacon, the Badgermobile, victim's costume.
Point blank range. Maybe the point blank range.
Maybe.
Because the one where he was standing...
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah,
okay, it is that one.
Okay. Now let's take another good look at the costume the victim was wearing.
We figured it out, boys.
Yeah, I feel like I still was a dumbass, but you know. Then I believe you'll seal, yes. You will see why I insist he was not shot at the stadium. I wonder which part of the costume proves it, guys.
Man, I can't imagine what it would be.
The head, clearly. The head! Rob, you fool!
He can't have been shot at point blank because he was giving head at the time.
The burn around this bullet hole was made when the victim was shot at point blank range.
Ah, so then you mean that the murder Miss Oldbag saw at the stadium really was...
Yes, she saw two people, but they were separated by a distance. If the victim was indeed shot from below at the stage, there should have been a gunpowder burn. How do you do that?
Look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants Prosecutor. Since you
I
seem
got my
to know-
sandwich yet.
You're not getting a sandwich.
I'm getting one.
Since you seem to know all the answers, why not tell us where the real crime scene is then?
Lying coldly. Oh boy.
Lance set me up to look like a Mr. Deacon back at the hideout. If that's the case, then the murder must have happened prior to that. And the location where Lance and the victim were at just before I was imprisoned was... Not there. Not there. There. Not there. This is a pretty shit park. We didn't even get to go to the Ferris wheel section. I've got it! I know where the real scene of the murder is. It is actually
Where in Pokemon
over.
Stadium do you... was Oliver Deacon murdered? Clearly, it was the gym leader castle.
Oh shit. It's a one-hit knockout.
It's a one-hit wonder.
I think it's not unreasonable to assume the murder took place in the haunted house.
The haunted house?
Yes, and I have proof that it's highly likely that the victim was killed there. And I nearly ran out of breath. What proves that the real... I don't know why I'm asking that. It's obvious.
He's asking the audience.
Now, audience at home, do you know what killed...
Do you guys know where the murderer is?
He's behind you. What? Sorry.
Ace Attorney, the pantomime.
These were inside the costume the victim was wearing. They're fragments of a mirror.
A mirror? What does that have to do with anything?
Look at your reflection, it's shit. Wait, you have no reflection line. You're a vampire.
Not so fast!
Indeed, you don't exactly expect to find pieces of a mirror inside a costume.
Yeah, and that's actually pretty dangerous. Like, holy shit, he could have cut himself.
Turns out he wasn't murdered. He just died due to sheer idiocy. And so technically it's unintentional suicide. However, there is one place I can think of where there is a plethora of minor fragments. It's hard to read this sometimes. And that is the Haunted Mansion. House. I missed playing Luigi's Mansion. Lance and Marno. Oh, wait, crap. I propose that you kill Mr. Deacon with the revolver in the haunted house. And we just
Edgeworth...
Cluedo.
Yeah, is Edgeworth playing Cluedo?
Yeah, I know this game of Cluedo, man.
It was Shimano with the gun at the haunted house.
Am I right?
Damn it.
Damn it. After that, you stole the blue badge of the Beale and moved his body to the Wild Wild West area.
Going
The
to
timing of when the blue badge reveal was stolen confirms this fact. So. What was that?
Oh, we're going to the Wild Wild West.
The Wild Wild West.
My boy. Say no more.
I'm sorry, Mr. Romano, but I will say more.
Not so fast! Be quiet!
Yes. Yes, please do something to stop that boy from speaking any more nonsense.
Ernest Romano, correct? I meant you. Now shut up, Gramps!
Literally punches him in the face.
I hate when he conjures lightning. There you
I don't know
are.
why you sound like Chaz when you
I don't
when you say
need
that.
words. The only thing I require is evidence. Decisive evidence.
Evidence. This is
And
alright.
to call these mirror bits decisive is a bit too presumptuous, Mr. Prosecutor.
I just like the fact he's Chaz now.
I mean, I'm not trying to do Chaz, I'm just emulating the voice that comes up on the soundbite.
It sounds like Chaz.
It sounds like Chaz.
I'm sorry.
Lang it up. Lang it up.
Bring it up. It's fine. Don't bother it. It's funny.
Okay.
What?
Sheena! Wasn't there a mirror in the kidnapper's hideout?
Yes, there was a mirror there.
Pajama machine.
A mirror, that's for the haunted house.
You see, isn't it possible the fragments got into the costume there?
But Agent Lang, there were no fragments on the floor, so the probability is very low.
Not so fast! Probability? Lang Z says, on Truth's Past, the word probability does not exist. The only thing that does is definitive proof.
Well, where's your definitive proof?
The question, Mr. Prosecutor, is do you have the definitive proof you need? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you?
Well, me, do I?
Find out next time.
Do I have solid evidence that proves the murder took place at the Haunted Mouse?
Haunted Mouse?
The Haunted Mouse.
Oh, it's Halloween, Mickey, guys!
Oh my god! Jesus. The answer is... Give me my sandwich already.
No.
I mean, no.
I could
Sorry, you're gonna have to repeat that. Did you say no?
No, I said...
Alright, game over, guys. Pack your bags. We're going home. See? So since you don't have any, shut up!
I don't have the evidence yet, but... I'm certain the murder occurred around the time I turned the ransom over. At that time, the only people at the haunted house besides myself were Lance and Mr. Deacon. If I can prove the murder took place at the haunted house, then I can prove Lance's guilt in connection to the murder. To be honest, I don't like the fact it's called I don't know what we call the haunted house post for haunted mansion.
What now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Agent Lang, I have a special request.
Yeah?
I'd like to prove it to you that the scene of the crime was indeed the haunted house.
Why in the world are you asking the werewolf for permission?
Because I don't really have a choice if I want to find the truth.
Alright, permission granted. But you're not to touch a single thing, got it?
What is important to me is that the proof is brought to light. It doesn't matter by who or how it's done, as long as it is.
Sheena!
He conjured lightning. Watch out.
I hate it when he conjures lightning.
Yeah, keep the drama yellow, yeah?
Put in the paperwork for the authorization immediately. Understood. I'll go get the Gatewater Group's approval. Who was that?
Mr. Amano is about to drop the fucking kibosh on this bullshit.
Alright, hold on for a second there. There is no need to obtain approval.
Wait, sorry, what did you say? It was kibosh? What did you say, kibosh?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of word is that? What does that mean?
Just means put a stop to it.
Mr. Romano, are you about to cockblock my ass?
And you would please take a look at this.
What is this? Sheena! It's the deed to the haunted house.
The deed?
Read it out loud! Gatewater Land Incorporated hereby bequeaths the property known as the Haunted House to Mr. Amano for the lump sum of $1 million, paid in full in cash.
What?
As you can see, I am not the owner of the haunted house.
Are you kidding?
Change my name.
Are you kidding? What did you...
I ran into the owner of the park earlier and we made the deal almost immediately. 52, 35, let's see. I think things move when you can prepare $1 million in the blink of an eye.
You're cockblocking me.
I'm sorry, I just had a small lump. I just happened to have a small lump sum of $1 million.
Okay, okay, Mr. Edgeworth. 53. 53 reasons why I don't give a fuck about your statement.
You still cockblock me? That's $1 million you paid.
150 more.
Don't tell me it was.
Oh, that's right. This disgusting suitcase. This disgusting suitcase belongs to you, doesn't it?
Oh, he used that ransom money too.
I don't have any more use for it. You can have it back now.
Only I can install that suitcase. And you use the ransom money.
My Lance is God damn it. He's a good boy. Kind of stupid, but good. You apologized for the kidnapping a bit earlier. Let's see, 29. Ah, I do believe that I will forgive him after all. He did return the ransom. That's the way things are, so if you would please discuss things with me from now on.
Discuss? What is there to discuss?
I have permission to enter my haunted house, bitches.
Oh, we were busy listening to Lance's story. Mr. Amano was out there preempting us.
I was at say 5 brain. Resident to search the haunted house tonight. End of discussion. Fuck off. Good day, good sir. Agent Lang, I want you to arrest that girl. Miles, you should hurry on home now, my boy. Before I really lose my temper and give you a right spanking.
Oh, Mr. Amano definitely has stacked the deck in his favor here.
I always stack.
Leave it like this, the truth will be lost forever.
He stacks the deck like he stacks his bills.
Fuck yes,
You think
voice in
son of
my
a
head.
bitch. You've cheated. I didn't even think that was possible in a crime scene.
Screw the rules, I have money.
This is a weird point to save.
It's fine. It's because we ended quite. We ended at some point in the.
No, I'm just saying that the moment at which it asked me to save is a bit weird.
Cliffhanger, I guess.
Well, it's just because they don't want you to move on to the next section without having to do like a bunch of other shit.
I mean, you know what's coming. If I can't get the permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
Okay.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten? There's only one thing you should do at a time like this.
And what is that? Ask Lang to make my sandwich again.
When the people are in a bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day. Look, you just leave it to me. Brian K. Faraday, the second of the great Yatagarasu.
I prefer the idea of getting the stamp from Lang. Anyways, I thought you were a thief, not a hero.
The Yatagarasu is a noble and is always a thief of justice.
That...
Say that again? I feel like I lost you there.
Oh god damn it. That's... Of course.
If we have enough information, we can recreate the inside of the haunted house with this. Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony...
You can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off the ransom money. We may even figure out some new information through this. It's worth a try. Agent Lang.
Ah, so you want to use your little toy? Be my guest.
Okay, hang on. You're all about to witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood.
You said that already. Detective Gumshoe.
Oh.
Is there a copy of the haunted house blueprint among the police references documents?
Yes, sir. We just got in the case that we needed for the kidnapping case.
Good job. You're not losing your money today.
Alright, I'll punt the haunted house data then.
But now. Iffy.
What the fuck is this?
Welcome to my world, jackass.
It's...
Oh shit, it's Lance. Okay, never mind. George.
Alright, I forgot that's this guy's name. It's like we're inside the haunted house.
I still want to punch your face at that point. Even if we can't expect the real location itself, the path to the truth slumbers here. I was about to say the slumbering world, but that's not quite right. If I can successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth. I never got back to the slumbering world, crows. Now then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene.
Next turn on Dragon.
Okay, what should I recreate first?
Holy shit! I'm green! I hate it. You haven't figured it out yet?
Maybe I have and maybe I haven't, but I'm gonna make you do all the hard work.
Very well, I'd like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at that time. If I can verify that, it may provide me with a new lead. I had just come out into the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. At that time, I saw a badger slumped over on the floor at the end of the hall.
What was a badger doing all the way down there?
I also thought it was strange. However, I thought that maybe, just maybe, it was simply a mannequin. I'll set that for atmosphere. That's it.
Do you know which badger it was?
No! It was too dark to tell, and I didn't care.
In that case, I guess I'll just program a badger silhouette in for now. Okay, programming complete.
Then, I started walking towards the exit. I had great plans for 2020.
And that's when you were struck from behind, right?
Yes.
Which put an end to your plans to 2020.
Exactly.
But that's odd. The hallway's a dead end. Where did your assailant come from?
There's only one location I can think of. I believe my assailant was lying in wait here, as the badger. Also, guys, it's spelled out as Bay.
Well, it'd have to be the badger, wouldn't it?
Look, it's spelled out Bay. If you swap the E and the A around, we get Pokemon Sword. Bay. Nice. That doll I saw wasn't really a doll. In fact, it was a costume kidnapper.
Oh, so he used the costume as the perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house.
Precisely. He waited until I had made the drop-off and was about to leave. Then, just as he saw me take a step forwards to the exit, he stood and launched his attack. I can think of no better hiding place than this.
Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself.
Just don't use it to do anything criminal, Kay, and especially not to me. He's got a lightsaber!
Oh,
Well, Lance?
I guess it's the Godot legacy. He became a fucking Jedi.
Hey, it's my
No. Slow down. He's not a Jedi. He's a Sith.
He's a Sith.
He's a Sith.
Do it.
He's a simp! Ha!
He's a Sith simp.
A synth.
A synth.
Or a synth.
what? What are you asking me for? I'm not a simp.
As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you the chance to confess first.
Confess to his...
Confess to your crimes.
He subscribed to the Viola Cadaverini Onlyfans.
It was only a tier-free sub, I'm sorry.
Wait, was it not Cadaverini OnlyFans?
No, the reason why he's getting love letters from Viola is because he subscribed to her OnlyFans. That's why he's in debt for $1 million.
Probably.
I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up with the haunted house, but I never set the foot inside.
You came up with it, you invented the haunted
It's
house?
my idea, right?
Don't steal!
I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money.
He didn't set foot inside. He's telling the truth, or this is another lie.
That rhymes.
Probably another lie. Sorry?
That rhymes.
I know. Alright, then you're claiming that it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me, and he did it with such a painful glee.
Yes, I'm sure it was him.
Okay, inputting the new info now. Mr. Deacon was the bad badger, right? Since the bad badger has a gun attached to its right hand, I'll have to change it so the weapon is in its left hand.
Now to verify the facts of this recreation.
We'll see you guys next time on Miles Edgeworth. Ace Attorney Investigations.
There are two of me!
See you around.
This is incredible!